If you've ever felt like your finances are in the driver's seat and you're just along for the ride, you're in exactly the right place. We're about to break down a super simple rule that can put you back in charge for good. Let's get into it. So, does this feel familiar? Your paycheck hits the bank, the bills go out, you live your life, and then poof, where did it all go? It's a feeling that is way more common than you might think. And the good news? You're definitely not alone. But there's a simple framework that can cut right through all that financial fog and give you a clear, easy-to-follow map for your money.
That framework we're talking about is the 50-30-20 rule, and you can think of it as a really effective way to get a handle on your money without needing a single complicated spreadsheet. Promise.
So, what is it exactly? Well, at its core, the rule just divides your monthly take-home pay, your income after taxes, into just three easy-to-remember buckets. It's budgeting, but simplified down to three clear percentages. And here they are. 50% of your income is meant for your needs. 30% goes to your wants, and that final 20%, that's for your financial goals. That's it. That's your whole budget right there. Of course, the key is really understanding what goes into each of these categories. So let's break them down one by one. First up, the biggest slice of the pie, 50%. This is the portion of your income that you're going to allocate to your needs. Your needs are the absolute non-negotiables. These are the expenses you have to pay no matter what. We're talking about your housing, your groceries, your utility bills, insurance. You get the idea. This is the foundation of your entire budget. Okay, next up, we have the 30% category. This part is all about your wants. Now, this is all the stuff that makes life more fun, right? It's not strictly essential for survival, but it improves your quality of life. Think dining out, hobbies, that gym membership, or all those streaming subscriptions. This is your lifestyle spending. And finally, we get to what is honestly the most powerful part of this whole thing. 20% of your income dedicated to your financial goals. This is the money you put to work for future you. It's for building your savings, creating an emergency fund for those nasty surprises, paying down high-interest debt, and investing for your long-term goals like retirement. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually put this rule into action? Well, it's a practical plan you can actually start today. It really is this simple. Step 1, figure out what you actually take home each month. Step 2, track your spending for a little while. A month is great. And sort every single expense into one of those three categories. And then step 3, compare how you're actually spending to the 50-30-20 targets and see where you might need to adjust. To make this even clearer, let's walk through a real-world example just to see how this all comes together. So, let's meet Lisa. She takes home 3,000 euros a month. If we apply the rule, her target budget would be 1,500 for needs, 900 for wants, and 600 for her financial goals. So here's how her essentials break down. Her mortgage, food, bills, and insurance add up to exactly 1,500 euros. She's hitting that 50% target perfectly. Next up, her wants. Shopping, entertainment, her gym, eating out, it all fits neatly within her 900 euro or 30% slice. So she gets to enjoy her life without going overboard. And finally, her financial goals. Lisa is putting a solid 600 euros towards her future, and she's splitting it between her general savings and building up that super important emergency fund. So, now that we've seen how it works, what's the real takeaway here? What makes this simple rule so powerful? Okay, this is probably the most crucial point. The 50-30-20 rule is a starting point. It's a guideline, not some rigid law. You have to adjust it for your life. Maybe you live in a high-cost city, so your needs might be higher, or maybe you're aggressively paying down debt, so you want to push your goals percentage up. The whole idea is to use this framework to build a plan that's unique to you. For more advanced folks, this is the solid foundation you build your bigger investment and tax strategies on top of. And if there is one thing to really let sink in, it's this. That 20% slice, that is your engine for financial freedom. It's how you get out of debt, build a real safety net, and grow your wealth for the long haul. Consistently protecting and prioritizing this category, that's the real goal. So that really leaves just one question for you. Now that you have a plan to carve out that 20%, what's the very first financial goal you're going to tackle with it? Building up that emergency fund? Finally paying off that credit card? Making your very first investment? The power, as you can see, is now in your hands.